We've created a spreadsheet that allows you to track the 30 stocks that make up the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And in this spreadsheet, we've arranged it by what Google Finance lists as attributes. On column A, we put in the ticker symbol of the company. And in this case, it's arranged alphabetically by exchange and then by the ticker symbol itself. But we have 7 attributes that we've placed here. And according to Google Finance, there are 20 attributes that they've listed. And on this spreadsheet that we have here, or worksheet that is, we've listed the attributes and put in a short description of what they mean. So, for example, the attribute of which Google Finance puts in name, represents the full name of the company. The price is listed as price in US dollars in this case, and then so forth. High becomes an intraday high price, and PE ratio, etc. So we've used 7 of these attributes. We've used name, price, change, percent change or change PCT, high, which is a intraday high of the trading session, low, the intraday low, the time of trading, and market cap. And we've created it using a drop-down menu for each of these 7 columns. And if you click on the cell where name appears, it drops down to the attribute that Google Finance has available. So you can change it if you want to. Change the name and pick in shares. It will load up and put in the shares. But in this case, we're going to stick with the name because we're going to use it for the macros that we have. And so here we have the 30 stocks, and they're all within a range of A1 to I31. So this whole area encompasses the data that we are going to use for tracking. And we've enabled macros as well. So it allows you to use the functionality of sorting the stocks by price change, as well as market cap and name specifically as well. So the way that we did that was to create the macro. We've put it under, or that is, if you want to access the macros, you go into extensions and then go to the drop down for macros. And then at the bottom section of this drop down, list the 4 macros that we have. And it's simple. We put in name in ascending order for the first macro, which is the keyboard shortcut, which is Command Option Shift 1 on your Apple Mac keyboard. And then sort by percent change from highest to lowest, the Command Option Shift 2, and then sort by percent change from lowest to highest, and that is Command Option Shift 3. And here it will be sorting by market cap from highest to lowest, and that is Command Option Shift 4. And we've gone through all this data, and we want to figure out exactly how things work, how to present it. As the day changes, price changes. The stock's prices will also change as well, and so we want to get a capture of what's moving, in terms of percent change, as well as how that might be affecting their market cap. So we're going to start off with just doing the first macro, and that is to sort by name. And from here, we are going to go to extensions, drop down to macros in the menu, and sort by ascending. And macro will run. And as you can see here, 3M, because it's a number, it starts off is the first company listed, and then followed by Amazon, all the way down to Walt Disney, and so all of the spreadsheet has changed as well in terms of the data. When you sorted by name, the ticker symbol is sorted as well to the corresponding name. Likewise with price change, etc. All the other attributes that are on the spreadsheet. So if you want to figure out what is the percent change for the Dow 30 stocks, we're going to use another macro, and we're going to sort it by percent change from highest to lowest, and this is what we get. It's going to sort it by percent change. Why percent change? Because you can see how the prices change relative to the closing price of the previous day session. So for this particular day on March 7th, at the end of the trading day, it was up 3.68%. So it was a stock with the biggest move percent wise, and stock with biggest decrease is Amgen. And so what we did was to highlight the differences in stocks that have been moving up and versus going down. Is that for stocks that are up, we've highlighted in green, and for those that are down, we've highlighted it in red. And if there was no change, the cell would appear as white. And so this is an illustration of like conditional formatting, which is part of a previous tutorial that we had discussed. And just as we mentioned before, all of the data moves correspondingly to the percent change, name, price, etc. Move in correspondingly. And if you want to figure out exactly, which stock is the biggest publicly traded company in the Dow 30, we are going to highlight using a macro again. And this time, we're going to sort it by market cap. This is going to go from highest to lowest on column I. And from here, we can see that Microsoft is the biggest publicly traded company in the world with a market valuation of more than $3 trillion. And that's followed by Apple, which is at $2.6 trillion, and Amazon at $1.8 trillion. And among the Dow components, Dow, a chemical company, is worth or is valued at $40 billion. And in this type of conditional formatting, we've done a color gradient, and the ones with the highest market valuation is in dark yellow, and the lowest is in bright yellow. And so if we continue on with another macro, sorted by change from lowest to highest, what we'll get is these changes as well in the market valuation it's correspondent to the percent change from lowest to highest. And so if we want to find out where Microsoft is along here, we just follow the color for the market cap column, and we can see that it's here in dark yellow, and corresponds to the name and ticker on column A and B. So this is a brief representation of the how to track stocks in the Dow. You can customize this, but be careful if you make changes to the spreadsheet itself, if you're expanding into other columns, the macros may not perform as they should be. And if you want to make changes in the macro to reflect the additional columns, then you can edit the macros as well. So this is a brief representation of like how to track the DAO. You can customize some of these columns as well, but change percent and market cap are protected because any changes to this attribute will also be reflected in how the macro performs, and it will be completely different from how the color format is going to appear. So in a nutshell, this is how you can simply track the DAO.